Okay, bonus mission 7, and for the first time the bonus mission actually picks up with the story from the previous level. So this is now the aircraft carrier that we got onto at the end of the Giant In Haiphong. However, Natasha has somehow magically turned into the driver, so I've I've got no idea how that happened, but apparently now we have the driver and the other characters from the previous level. Now, there isn't a map again for this one, but we are on this enormous aircraft carrier. It is absolutely massive, but because there isn't a map for this one, I actually find it easier to zoom out and play at a wider field of view for this level, so that's what I'm going to do now. There we go, that's a bit easier to see everything now. So it is an enormous ship, and we got this line of planes up this side, we've got this area where the bridge is on the other side, and then yeah, we've got a few more planes and various naval guys up this end. So yeah, it's a huge area to be moving around in. It's like the size of a runway. And if we look at our objectives real quick, because we didn't get a mission briefing, it says sabotage the rudder of the Zeros, which are these green Japanese planes, call by radio to notify the position of the carrier, so we need to do that in the bridge, and then leave in the 2 white planes. That's how we are going to escape. And it says get a pair of shears to sabotage the planes. So that is how we are going to make a start. But the other way I'm going to make a start is actually by clearing a load of these guys. So I'm just going to try and get down before he raises the alarm. And again, because we're in a bonus mission, I'm not so worried about neutralizing without shooting and killing. So in order to save a lot of time, I am probably going to be using handguns a fair bit in this level. And also because it is quite a wide area, with any luck, people aren't going to be hearing and seeing too much of that, because they're all quite spaced out. And again, this is why I think it's actually easier to play this level zoomed out a bit, because you can actually get a much better idea of where everything is, seeing as you don't have a map. So we're now down at the stern end. This is where we actually got on the ship in the previous level in Haiphong, thanks to the thief and his ladder. And I'm just going to make a start by working my way around this kind of stern end and just clearing anyone that I see. So again, I can probably knife them. I mean, if there's only one of them, I can probably knife them if they're not moving around, but I will be able to use handguns, I think, as well a little bit here, and it shouldn't be too much of a problem. There are these guys standing here in the middle. Whoa, he's seen me. I didn't think he was going to see me there. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I thought he was facing the edge. Well, let's see if I can sneak around behind him. There we go. So, yeah, and there are these guys as well down on these slightly lower decks, which you need to get to down these ladders. And I think mostly because it's going to save a lot of time climbing down ladders, I'll probably try firing guns at these ladders and see if they kind of respond. So I might be able to do that here. I'm just going to see if there's anyone else around here. I think it's just those two there. So if I try firing a gun at this ladder... Oh, he's heard that now as well. Okay, well I didn't plan that particularly well, but maybe I can get all of them. Oh no, maybe not. Yeah, Green Beret might end up getting quite injured in this level, so I might need to look for some food. Ooh, there's another one. Another guy down there. Okay, well maybe I can get him as well. So yeah, it's not the most imaginative way of doing it, but I think it is going to save some time just to get these guys that are on the lower deck. I think if it was a real aircraft carrier, then you'd be able to actually walk under the runway to the other side on these lower decks, but all we can access are these little bits on the side, so that's how we're going to do this. Okay, so we've now got a pilot around this side. We've got these group of people here. I wonder if I can get around the back of him. Hopefully they won't see him. He's having a smoke. Now I thought I could crawl under the runways, but actually I don't think I can. Now is he going to be seen? He's just on the edge there. Maybe he won't. And because we've got driver, I think this is the reason that they swapped Natasha for driver in this level. It's so that we could use Molotovs and stun gas and all of that sort of stuff that he brings to the party. In fact, he's brought a few of those things already. So yeah, maybe we can use some of them. Maybe that's why they decided to use driver. So I don't know, but we might be able to get if we stick him in a uniform, we might be able to get close to those guys and use a Molotov on them, because they're all standing in a little group, and that is usually a good time to use one of those. So I'm just going to collect a few of those, put him in something so he can get around a little quickly, because he is a very slow crawler. He's like Sapper. He does take his time to crawl around. Alright, well we should be able to reach them from there, I reckon. Let's have a go. Yep, there we go. And those pilots might see. Yeah, but we might be able to get them as well, you see. If they run over there, we might be able to get them too, and that's what sometimes ends up happening. Are you going to run, or are you just going to stay there? Huh, alright then. Well, maybe I'll get closer to them and do the same thing again. Oh no, he's now coming to check it out. He's now coming to check it out. Well, I can either use stun gas or... could probably use the stun gas on him, actually. Yeah, there we go. The stun gas is actually really useful. It's a very handy one, and it makes less of a... It seems to raise a lot less of an alarm than the Molotovs, as you would expect. Okay, so this guy is standing next to one of the planes that we are going to make our escape in. So I'm just going to get rid of him as well. I'm just going to do that a little more quietly in case there's somebody else knocking around. Now then, who else have we got down here? I don't think there's anyone else on this side of the ship until we get to this raised area. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, good. So we've sorted all that out. So now I think we can continue working our way up this side of the ship. And so I'm just going to bring the others up. And let's see, Beret, what have you got? He doesn't have very much. He has this machine gun for some reason with only 30 bullets. Don't know if that's going to be massively useful. As soon as I get shears, I am actually going to give them to the thief, because he's the fastest and he can just run around and disable all of these things. But before I do that, there's a couple more guys I need to get rid of up here. So let's see if we can try... I think we can probably try a knife on these two and then fire a gun for him down there. So we've got this guy working on the plane, he can get a knife. This guy, this officer guy, he can get a knife. You see, the runway's so wide that you often don't realise how far up you've come and how far along you've got, because these guys aren't usually hearing you shooting people on the other side of the ship. Okay, so we've now got him. He's going to come up here. There we go. Uniform's flashing, but that doesn't matter. And there's not a lot of rifles to be found. I think there's maybe one in a box. So normally I'd be using rifles for this because it only takes one shot with the rifle, whereas it always takes a neat 3 shots with the handgun. And so that is a little bit trickier. He's wandering around, this guy. I might be able to get him further away with cigarettes if he does some wanderings. I think we could probably put cigarettes further down there and just get him to see those there. And then I'm just going to see if, yeah, there we go, he's seen them. That just means I can give him a knife. It's just one less person to worry about. I know they're mostly mechanics, but there's this guy here working on the plane. So I'm going to get him first with a knife, and then mechanic, and then, yeah, there's this mechanic as well. So that should take care of all of them there. And then there's a box around here. Now, I'm pretty sure that is where the shears are that we're going to use to disable the plane. So I'm going to send Thief out to get those. Come on, buddy, where are you? You see what I mean? It is such a big area to run around in this that it takes you half an hour to run up and down the ship. Okay, so, whoa, who saw Thief there? There was another mechanic. Oh, hey, buddy. Welcome to the party, pal. Right, there you go. So, Thief, I am actually going to send Thief to the far end now, and he can make a start disabling these planes. There isn't really a shortcut for this. You have to put the shears over the end of the plane and actually wait for him to cut them. If you try and do it on the next one, he won't do it. So you have to just sort of wait for him to do each one. But we can work our way up this row as we go, so that's great. Alright, so who else is up here? Let's have a look. Got these two guys in a group. We got this guy down here. Let's see what we can do here. So there seems to be this guy down here. And another box. Aha, another box. So, perhaps we can... You know what? I think we can probably get him with a handgun. I don't think these two are going to hear. We're getting closer to this big group now, so I'm just going to have to be a little bit more careful. You know what? I think we can use the same trick with the Molotovs on those two. Driver, where are you, buddy? Miles away. And while he's running, I'm going to use Thief to do the next airplane. So you see how I'm doing it? I'm just doing it in this row, and it just means that I know which one he's got to each time. It saves you having to do them all at the end, which takes a bit longer. Okay, driver. Dressed as a Japanese pilot. That's hilarious. Okay, so I've got 2 left, so if I throw one at them, I suspect a few people are going to see this. Yeah, some mechanics are now freaking out. But if more of them run over here, I've got one more to use on them. Beret, meanwhile, can just come further up here. Yeah, you see, there is another box down there, which could, for all I know, have more Molotovs in it. Oh, loads of people for driver. Okay, well, let's see if we can get all of them. Jackpot. That's amazing. Okay. That's going to save a lot of time again, clearing all of them. And you see, he might see. That one other guy, yeah, he's seen. One guy has seen. So I probably can't get rid of him because I've run out of Molotovs. Ah, but I do have some stun gas, so there we go. Wow, this is really working. Oh, I'm getting loads and loads of them. I've run out now, though. That's a shame. Run out of gas. Okay, well maybe I can think of something else for them. But it just means that I got rid of loads and loads and loads of people in one go. So that was really, really good. I'm actually just going to keep moving these bodies further away because loads of people might see these. Wow, that really got them out of the out of that raised area, huh? Ah, boy. Okay. Yeah, I thought this might happen. He's now seen another one. But yeah, there we go. He does that thing where he runs towards it and then just turns around and goes the other way. That's what we want, because now I can get rid of him as well. And then too late to do anything else but use a gun on him. I'm not sure where those... Okay, those mechanics went back up there. Well, that's alright. We can worry about them later. Driver, where are you, buddy? We need to replenish your Molotovs. Ah, there's one other guy there. Okay, well, we can't really do anything about him now. Oh, and these guys came out of here too. Oh. Well, what did they see or hear? I don't know. But I'll get them with the handgun. Yeah, I wish I had a rifle in this level. It would be really good. Driver, where are you? Oh, you're there. Wow, he's really well camouflaged with his pilot uniform on. Alright, well... Just going to run up here and use the handgun on this guy. And then, yeah, there's one box. So I'm just going to look in this box and see if we can replenish Driver's stuff. I'm sure that's why they put him in this level, you know, so that you could run around and use Molotovs. There's no other reason for Natasha just transforming into him. Okay, Beret, have a look in here, buddy. Yeah, there we go. That's great, okay. Now this actually leads to this area down here, so I'm going to just clear this with a handgun as well. Just get those two. Don't think there's anyone further along that lower bit. Alright. Driver, where are you, buddy? Thief, how are you doing with your planes? Gonna do the next one. Yeah, this is definitely the best way of doing the planes. It just saves you doing them all at the end. Okay, and again, one more plane. So we're just working our way up this row on this side. And we're doing quite well with these now. Okay. Beret and Driver, you guys are working well together, so I'm going to keep you. Now, we're opposite these guys now. But, again, I think they're a little bit too far away to see, so we're probably going to move up here now with Beret. Thief, you can probably just do one more plane. Or two more planes. Sapper, I'm hardly using at all in this level. In fact, I'm basically just going to put him next to the escape plane, because I don't even think there's any grenades in this level. I never have found any, so I'm probably not going to use him at all, really. He can just wait by the getaway vehicle, as it were. Alright, and Thief, I'm just going to put him in this uniform. There we go. Right, Thief can now just take a rest. Beret and Driver, you can take a rest as well, out of uniform. Beret, I'm now just going to try and come up here and get these guys. Ooh, now where's he going? How far down does he walk? I'm just going to see where he goes. He'll probably stop and then turn around again, and then I can come up behind him. It's an amazing level, this, set on this aircraft carrier. And again, it was one of those ones that I never originally played. The first time I did the game, I'm sure I didn't get any of the bonuses. Or didn't get all the bonuses, rather. But maybe we can try our gun trick again here. I'm not sure if he can actually see me from down there, because it's almost like... Ooh, my. He's seen the captain. They're almost like a half level below. And so they can actually see over the top of there, which is a bit worrying. Because you usually run around and assume that they're not going to see stuff, but I think they sometimes do. He looks like the captain, just standing there being all cool on his aircraft carrier. Not for long. I think we can get rid of him as well, and hopefully this guy won't see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he was just standing there looking off the bow like captain of the Titanic. Oh, who's that? Oh man, a pilot saw that guy. Oh, how annoying. Well, I'll try and get him. There we go. Just in time. That is the problem with it being such a wide boat. You can't really see where everyone is. Alright, there's another box there. With any luck, that will have some more goodies for Driver. Now, can he see that guy? If he can't see the guy in the blue, I might be able to use a knife on him as well. Oh, he moves. Oh, that's tricky. Whoops. Alright, that's definitely tricky. because now I've got people on both sides. This is why handguns are annoying, kids. Try and get a rifle if you can, because you just got to try and guard at all sides, and it takes 3 shots. Yes, there we go, there we go, there we go. That's what we want. Okay, so we're nearly done, I mean, in terms of getting the people out from around the sides. We've done really well. So I'm just going to now come down to this side. Oh, we got rid of those guys already. They must have been the guys that ran when they heard that gunfire. So I think I can probably do the same thing again here if I fire. As I say, I think that's the quickest way to get rid of the guys on the lower decks. I wouldn't normally do this if it was a proper mission, but as it's a bonus, the neutralized enemies thing doesn't really matter. So, oh no, there was another guy there. I'm really not very good at seeing how many people are nearby. But I'm going to leave this huge group of sailors till last. And hopefully they're not hearing that. No, they're not. I'm basically going to leave them till the end, because that might be a Molotov party, I reckon. Bring a cocktail to the party. Okay. Thief, where are you, buddy? Does that mean you've finished those planes? Yes, he has. Okay, so now, if I just put him in a uniform, the only other 2 planes are up here, and then that's great. That'll mean that we've actually ticked off that objective. So I'm just going to run him to there, and then that just leaves that one, but because that's quite close to that group, I'm just going to do that last. Driver, how are you, dude? I'm just going to get you close to this group of guys as well, because I'm going to use his Molotov skills. In fact, I need to give him the rest of those Molotovs, so we're going to do that now. Okay, that's much better. Cool, okay. Beret, have you run out of uniform? Yes, you have. Well, I'm just going to grab a few of these. Driver, follow me. Yeah, I don't know why Beret starts with a machine gun with 30 bullets. It seems a really random thing, and especially as he can't really replenish it, but never mind. Driver, I probably should have given Driver those uniforms actually, but never mind. Okay, so now we need to work out how to get rid of these guys. Yeah, now this guy, the officer, he moves around, so he's probably the danger one to watch. Alright. I think we could try Molotovs on them, to be honest. But we're not going to be able to get them all in one go, so, and I'm going to have to get close. Let's see. If I take them out a group at a time. Now, sometimes they run up to look at the bodies, and then you can actually get them with fewer because they all go and stand in exactly the same place. Oh boy, somebody has heard. Yeah, there we go, that's what I want. Kapow. So that actually saves you some Molotovs if you do it that way. If you actually wait a minute, you can see if they run to the exact same spot. They all sort of pile onto this one little area, like 5 pixels. And then probably literally in the case of this game, and then you can get them all in one go. So now it's just this Joker who's freaking out. Well, could use some sleeping gas on him, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Amazing. Oh, and hilariously, you can't steal the uniforms of burned people, which is fair enough because you would look pretty strange walking around with one of those on. Alright, so we're doing very well. We've nearly cleared all of this area now. We've got a box here though, so let's see what's in here. Food, brilliant. Because Beret did get a little bit injured because he's just running around shooting guns. Okay, who we got over here? We got this guy who hasn't realised that everyone else is dead. Can I get behind him to see? I don't know if he moves. But and then we got people up here. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna fire a gun at these people, and then try and cover that ladder. So then we're basically just trying to get into this area where the bridge is, and that's where we send our radio signal from to notify the other allies where the aircraft carrier is. So while Beret guards that door, Thief, you can do the final plane, buddy. And then we should get our objective of disabling all the planes, which is great. Let's just check. Yes, there we go. So now we've got to get to the radio, and then we just escape. So, just going to run these guys round to where Beret is. All right. All right. And then Beret, I'm going to use Beret, and I'm going to use Driver to do the interior bit. Thief, I can just leave here for now. Sapper is still down there, being absolutely useless. But it's these two guys that I'm going to use inside. And now, I'm pretty sure we've cleared all of the Japanese sailors from this entire outdoor area. I think it is just the interior now. So now we can see what is inside. And now I can actually just reset the scale. So, who's in here? We got these guys. Perhaps I can do cigarettes on one of them. Okay, and then get rid of him. I thought that mechanic might turn around and see, actually. There's another mechanic just running around. I'm not really sure what that's about. And then there's some barrels up there, so if I'm very clever, I can shoot one of those barrels, but I might get seen. There we go. Just in time. And then let's see, we got just this guy up here now. So if I run just to there, he should look in the right direction. Yeah, there we go. And now I can get around behind him. Whoa, maybe not. Huh. I thought that was going to work slightly better than it did. Never mind. Right, Driver, in you come, dude. Driver, I'm going to use you, I think. Just have a look through this door. Okay, that looks good. Okay, I think we can knock these guys out. In fact, maybe we can put, because I saw he was moving that pilot, so maybe we can leave one guy in this corner for him to come and try and untie. And then I'll go up here, knock out the officer. That's fine. Can't use his uniform anyway, that's okay. There's another guy down there, you see, so I'm not going to go for the pilot just yet. I can knock out this guy too while I'm there, and now with any luck, I'm hoping, yeah, there we go, the pilot's seen that guy. And now if I'm very quick, I can knock him down as well. Oh, where are you going to run to? Where's Naked Guy going to run to? Well, I don't know, he just disappeared. Very strange. Alright, so now it's just this guy. Whoops. Yeah, okay. Didn't really plan that very well. Huh, so I guess people don't hear through doors, huh? Okay. Well, we've now got just the bridge, I think, because although it looks like there's more of this ship down those stairs, it doesn't actually lead anywhere. They've only built a little portion of it for this level. Okay, do I still have Molotovs? Yes, I do. Well, it's going to be a Molotov party again, I'm afraid. There we go. Again, there's going to be some war crime tribunals after this. How horrendous. Okay, now we can send our radio signal. And we have done, that's great. And so now we just need to escape. And it is as simple as that in this level. We just destroyed the planes, or we've just sabotaged the planes rather. And now we can escape. And presumably the radio signal means that we've notified, you know, the US Air Force or whoever it is, probably was the US Air Force, of the carrier's position. And then they're going to come and bomb it. Because there's a little cutscene that plays after this level finishes, which shows the carrier getting bombed. And if you don't get all the bonuses in the Giant In Haiphong, then that little cutscene just plays right away after the ship leaves port. So, and the first time I played this, like all the levels, I'm pretty sure I didn't get all the bonuses. So the first time I played it, I didn't know that this was part of the story. Anyway, that should trigger the end of the level. And so now, I'm just going to put 2 of them in each plane. And then the planes are going to fly off, regardless of whether there's tied up people next to their wheels. So we're going to fly these 2 planes out of there. And then as soon as that happens, I'm pretty sure there's one other guy that runs out. Regardless of how many people you kill or tie up or knock out, there's always one extra guy, because we fly our planes out of there, and then there's this one guy that tries to give chase. Ooh, that's a wobbly plane. Somebody needs some flying lessons, whoever's piloting that one. Okay, there he is. Yeah, this one guy trying to be a hero. I guess it's all up to me. So he just comes out of absolutely nowhere, jumps in his plane, and tries to chase us. And the problem with that is... we've sabotaged the rudder, so the plane just goes absolutely mad and goes into the water, and that is the end of the level. And now we are back to Europe for saving Private Smith.